tra,
la,
tra,
la,
tra.
la. I've been online dating, and the questions that they pose go on and on and on and on to heaven only knows. I suppose that there are those who think all that is fun, but when it comes to love and questions, honey, I have only one. Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? Eternally, unconditionally, just because. Could you think that I was ever, maybe, possibly, forever the best thing that ever was? Do you think that you can love me like my dog does?
Bow,
Wow,
bow,
wow,
bow,
wow,
bow.
wow. I don't want you to lick my feet, but you can rub them once in a while. Oh yeah. It'd be cool if you drool over me, roll over and make me smile. Darling, if you'll emulate the way my dog loves me, suffice to say you're on the way to barking up the right tree. Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? Faithfully, undyingly, just because. Could you think that I was ever, maybe, possibly, forever the best thing that ever was? Do you think that you can love me like my dog does?
If we're ever in the doghouse, we won't take it personally.
No matter what I choose to do,
We're hopelessly in love with you.
for all of infinity. Hey, stop it, sit. No, sir.
Rough,
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 rough.
rough. It'd be swell if you wag your tail each time that I arrive. I'd be in the pink, honey, if you think you're the greatest human alive.
Rough, rough,
And if I ever need one, well,
I'll throw you a bone.
and if you have a say in it, you never ever sleep alone. Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? Religiously, relentlessly, just because. Could you think that I was ever, maybe, possibly, forever the best thing that ever was? Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? I've got two strong hands and a mind of my own. Got a little piece of land and a cozy little home. Enough money to pay my bills, got a little extra too. I woke up this morning to a whippoorwill and I got you. I got a cat named Loretta and a dog named Duke. I never felt any better, and I like the way I look. Got a head full of learning and a heart that is true. Got a soul full of yearning, and I got you. I just think about the things I have and not what I ain't got. I think about the things I'll do, not the things I'll not. And when I lay my head to rest at the end of my day, I think of reasons why I'm blessed. This is what I say. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 lucky. I got trees in my backyard so tall they touch the sun. I got heaven full of stars and barrels full of fun. I got Georgia O'Keeffe landscapes, oceans full of blue. I got a skillet full of pancakes and I got you. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 lucky. I got you. I got a big old porch to sit on, got a garden full of green. My pickup truck, it don't quit on me, got a dozen pair of jeans. I got a wish in my pocket, got a dream in my shoe, got a future like a rocket, I got you. I just think about the things I have and not what I ain't got. I think about the things I'll do, not the things I'll not. And when I lay my head to rest at the end of my day, I think of reasons why I'm blessed. This is what I say. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 who? I got you. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 you. I got you. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 you. I got you. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 you. I got you. Why don't you waltz with me, darling? Why don't you waltz with me now? Is that disgrace I see on your face? Have I pissed you off somehow? Didn't mean to total your pickup or run over your cat. And I was just joking, some fun I was poking when I said it looked better flat. Why don't you waltz with me, sweetheart? Why don't you waltz with me, hon? Your pardon I beg for shooting your leg when I was dusting your gun. I was kidding that your mama's a mutant. Both her eyes on one side look unique. Didn't mean to astound her when I called her a flounder and said she should live in the creek. Forget and forgive, isn't that the way you wanna live? Forgive and forget, I ain't through loving you yet. Oh, why don't you waltz with me, Snookum? Why don't you waltz with me, baby? Why don't you waltz with me now? I didn't mean no harm when I burned down the barn and barbecued your cow. She was good, darling, accidents happen. Sweetie, I'll say it again. I didn't know my hog dog-natured dog when I left them alone in the pen. Forget and forgive, isn't that the way you want to live? Forgive and forget, I ain't through loving you yet. Why don't you waltz with me, darling? It's a lovely day, the sun is out, it's perfect as can be, lovely in each and every way. When you're with me, time just stops. Tick tock tick, rainy skies turn blue, beautiful blue. Whenever you're with me, and I'm with you, you got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart. You bring out my best, my very best. Treat me like a queen, like royalty. I never would have guessed you'd be my king, hero of my heart, the one I look up to. I sure do. You're the one for me, and I'm for you. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart. Tripping on a bunch of moonbeams, wishing on a falling star. Didn't know just how to find love. Turn around and there you are now. Sun is shining on my shoulders. Birds are singing just for me. 'Cause love is in my eyes and you're the one I see. When I think of you all the time, I soften and I swoon. I do, I do, I do. I do. You hung my moon. Together we will rise, stronger being two. Not one, but two. Now that you love me and I love you, you got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest. You're just the sweetest. You got the sweetest heart. We would like to share what we learned in beauty school. It's a cinch to have big hair if you're mindful of some rules. There are certain guidelines Texans always use when quiffing with our quaffs and doing up our dues. Hair should never be so big you tower above the crowd. So much you are mistaken for a tiny cloud. So much you are mistaken for a tiny little cloud. Hair should never be so wide it blocks out sound. You shouldn't have to leave your sunroof open all year round. Its shadow shouldn't be so big it prevents a tan. And it should not ever get caught in a ceiling fan. Oh, it should not ever get caught in a ceiling fan. Everything's big in Texas, no other place compares. Our boots, our hats, our dogs, our cats, our mouths are even big and fat. The biggest thing, however, is our hair.
Hair should
never be so big that it gets absurd. You should not be able to trip low-flying birds. Bees should not be able to mistake it for their hive. And in a torrid rainstorm, the roots should not stay dry.
And in a torrid rainstorm,
the roots should not stay dry.
children shouldn't take you as a cotton candy stick.
When you're at the movies, you shouldn't block the flick.
Hair should never be so big it interferes with sleep, or makes you lose your balance, or attracts a horny sheep, or makes you lose your balance, or attracts a horny ba 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 ba. Everything's big in Texas, no other place compares. Our boots, our hats, our dogs, our cats, our mouths are even big. In fact, the biggest thing, however, is our hair. Big, high, grand, large. Is that your hairdo or a barge?
Wide, huge, tall, mighty. We sure like big hair, all right.
Immense, enormous, and gigantic. Is that your hair or the Titanic?
Huh, 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 huh. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, let's go. If you can, then my hair's too small. Down to here, up to there, up to here, up to where it's big as a house. Tweeze it, squeeze it, high as we can tease it. Our hair, pack it, jack it, tall as we can stack it. Our hair, goo it, glue it, big as we can do it. Our hair, pilot, style it, pink or even violet. Our hair. You look marvelous, darling. There's a photo of you in the hall. Every time I see it there on the wall, my chest tightens into a ball. I miss you all over again. The sparkle you have when you smile, the times that we acted so wild, the innocent eyes of a child, the softness and smell of your skin. And I'm angry at someone, but I don't know who. I don't think it's God, I know it's not you. There's only one thing that I can do. I have to remind myself that you're up there somewhere, hanging out with the angels. I still have that jacket you wore in my closet in a box on the floor. It doesn't have your scent anymore, but I can't seem to throw it away. Sometimes I put that coat on and sleep in it until the dawn, and dream that you've never been gone. And it helps me get through the next day. And I'm angry at someone, but I don't know who. I don't think it's God, and I know it's not you. There's only one thing that I can do. I have to remind myself that you're up there somewhere, hanging out with the angels. bask in the light of your dance. All my friends say I need to let go. It's not that easy, no. You've been around since forever ago and played such a very big part. I know what they tell me is true, and I know what you want me to do. But if I say goodbye to you, I'm scared I'll lose a piece of my heart. I'm angry at someone, but I don't know who. I don't think it's God, and I know it's not you. There's only one thing that I can do. I have to remind myself that you're up there somewhere hanging out with the angels, somewhere hanging out with the angels. Somewhere. Seems like you're gone when you're not. How could something like love disappear when it's always been here, closer than near? I am the grain of sand and you are the beach, and there is no place that I can find in myself you can't reach. I am the white winged dove and you are the sky, and there is nowhere that I can find in your heart I can't fly. If I get lost in a dream or get caught up in thought, sometimes it seems like you're gone when you're not. How could something like love disappear when it's always been here, closer than near, closer than each breath I take, closer than the love we make, closer than a falling tear, closer than near, closer than the back of an eye, closer than a thought passing by, closer than the sounds I hear, closer than near. You are the air I
Smells like fresh rosemary in here. What's going on? Can I have a little more guitar when you got it? I know, Trevor, can you give me some more guitar? Just because I want to feel the love. I never get to play really good guitars. Hello to our YouTube audience out there. Y'all say hi to them. Turn back at the cameras and wave to them. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi, Yasmin. Woo! Say hi, Darlene. Everyone say hi, Darlene, to my mom, okay? Say hi, Darlene. Hi, Darlene. That's all right. I like the accent back there. Do it again, Jared. Hi, Darlene. That's the way to do it. Y'all do it again on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Darlene. There you go. All the way to Georgia. You can always count on Jared. This is Jared back here. He's my nickname for him is Wonder Man. Because he's sexy like Wonder Woman, but he's a man. And he does wonderful things. He set up a dance floor out there for y'all. That's when you go, yeah, hell yeah, Jared. There you go. He set up the Cow Patty Theater right around by the dance hall. Did y'all know you're coming to a dance hall and a theater too? You can see the very first, I think, Joy, the very first 1989 version of the Cow Patties. Okay, we're already arguing. Okay. Anyway, y'all can see one of the first performances of the Chicago House right there in the Cow Patty Theater. Please welcome Patrick Hauser to the stage today, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all. Are you having fun yet? Has anyone got any rosemary on them? I was thinking about, or some garlic. All right, let's do this. Well, listen, y'all, it's about 1975 or 6. Donna Lippman, I'm singing. I never talk during you singing, baby. Woo! Let's get this started again for Donna Lippman, everybody yell. All right, y'all. It was in the 70s, and I was just a little kid running around Lawton, Oklahoma, around vacant lots. Remember those? There wasn't a developer within 20 miles of Lawton, Oklahoma. There was nothing being built. So we just sat out there, me and my cousins and my friends, and we just sat out in those empty parking lots, bored. And on a good day, if we were being ingenious, we would take some of that red dirt clay and make it into balls and let it bake in the sun. But before we did, we'd put some broken beer bottles in it. And don't hurt me, I'm a reformed man, but I used to put live ants inside the dirt balls. And then we'd go up behind my house and see the car coming from over the fence and then throw it over our house at the car to an unsuspecting neighbor. That's what I was doing in Lawton, Oklahoma in the 70s. Well, just out on the road, 50 miles across from the Red River, was Wichita Falls, Texas. And there was a pretty little girl there named Donna Louise Stevens growing up. Just 50 miles from me. I knew I was going through puberty early, but I didn't know why. So anyway, I didn't know Donna at the time. And we didn't know that someday she and I would both survive a Category 5 tornado. Now, fast forward to 1991. I'm sitting in an office park on B Caves Road. And I'm there directing or producing a Walmart video. Now, do I look like a Walmart video producer? But in walks a cute as a button, still is. Cute as a button, Joy Cunningham, and hops up on an audition stage. Now, Mike and Sam from Actors Clearinghouse had sent her over, and if you ever went to Mike and Sam's office, you were going to come out feeling better than when you went in, if you know what I mean. It smelled like fragrant Austin in the 90s. So that might explain why Joy was on the stage. So it was a little stage, and she came on there, and Walmart had this incredible idea to take all those gray sweats that we wore in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they said, what if we just dye them like beautiful colors, like fuchsia or turquoise? They said turquoise, not me. It was later changed to turquoise when Sam realized he was misspoken. So anyway, they thought it'd be great if a family of people were hopping around on the video over in the police department at Walmart. So Joy had come over for an audition, and God, we hit it off. I didn't even know her. And we just hit it right off, and we were being unprofessional even. We just felt so giddy about meeting each other. Well, here's the sad part of the story, y'all. The uppers at Walmart didn't feel that Joy Cunningham was quite Walmart material. So after many, many heated discussions, they won the fight. But Joy went home that night to her house on Red River. You seeing a theme? Who's got the theme? Yell it out. Red River, give her a cookie or some rosemary. So anyway, she went home to her house on Red River, not the place where y'all went. They were up in North Austin. They went all the way up. You know, like when you thought it's too far to go past UT and you were nervous, they went on and went up there and rented a house, her and a young woman named Donna Louise Stevens. I didn't know Donna either. And so she went home and she said, you know, even though this Walmart was just a debacle, Donna, I met this guy, Mark Cadell. He's like one of the coolest straight guys I've ever met. And I think we need a straight guy at our party. So why don't you invite him? And so Donna did. And I went to the party. Were anyone here at that party, 1991, Joy's birthday party? Well, you didn't stay as long as I did. Yeah. So I stayed up with these guys, 12 or 1. Everyone else was gone. And we talked about being gay and being straight and being Baptist and being Methodist. Or well, Methodist? Presbyterian, maybe. Yeah. The chosen frozen. That's what we call them in the Baptist church. So, oh my gosh, these two beautiful women, and I was going through a divorce and just getting ready to break up, and I'd been in Austin a couple years, but I was like, wow, maybe this is what everyone's talking about, people like this. So on the way out, Donna said, hey, I want you to come to my going away party. And I said, what? You're going away? I'm just starting to fall in love with you. And she said, yeah, I'm going to Tobago. Now, Jolene, where are you? Raise your hand, Jolene. Stand up just for 1 second. This is who she went to Tobago to go hang out with, right here, Jolene. It all strings together. By the end of this, you guys are going to know the whole story. So anyway, I didn't know where Tobago was. I was from Oklahoma, you know. I thought it was near Tulsa, but I wasn't sure. So I said, okay, I'll do it. She goes, okay, but you got to bring a gift of performance. I'd never heard of such a thing. And I, what do you mean? And she said, you know, a poem, a song, a dance. I go, does it look like I dance in front of people? And she said, well, you got to do it to get in. And so I said, okay. And I go, and she goes, it's in at Chances. Now, y'all remember Chances? Don't tell anybody, but it was the coolest gay bar anywhere. And Baptist boy had never been in a gay bar. That was going to be a big leap for me. I said, okay. And I'd never written a song. Woo. But these two women just had my imagination. So I said, okay. I went home. The party was in 2 days, y'all. So anyway, I got in my 83 Berlinetta, and I had a mullet at the time. If you want to picture it. And so I went down, all the way down Red River from the top. I lived on North Loop, so just around the corner from these guys. Yeah, let's give it up for the North Loop people, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a weird little street. I love it, though. So anyway, I got on the Red River, went all the way down, and, you know, Chances was at 8th in Red River. Kind of where Stubbs, across from where Stubbs is. I think there was an ice factory there or something where Stubbs was. Anyway, so I went and I parked at 9th in Red River because I did not want the Baptist police to see me. So I waited there for a little bit, and I said, okay, are you fashionably late at a gay bar? I have no idea. How does this work? Do I have the right bright colors on? I just didn't know. I was very nervous, y'all. So I crossed Red River, and I was looking both ways, not because I thought I'd get hit by traffic, because we didn't have any then. I was worried about the Baptist popo. So I went, and I was stuck in no man's land because I was between not being seen going into a gay bar and being seen going into a gay bar, and I had nowhere to go. So I went right up to that big double door, and I took a deep breath. I was like, man, are there gonna be goats in there? Are there gonna be like chickens and stuff? Like, what are they gonna be doing in there? Oh my gosh, thank you, Jared, for that chicken. So I took a deep breath and I went in. And it was just, wow, breath of fresh air. Like, everyone was cool. Everyone was just smiling and laughing. Nobody was drunk or crazy. I go, this is pretty cool. And I went over and put my guitar by the wall. I didn't know anybody. I didn't see Joy or Donna yet. And I wondered if this was a cruel trick to get me to be gay, so I could come to every party. So anyway, Donna comes popping out like it's her quinceañera. Hey, everybody, let's get started. And so we got started, and the first man read a poem. It was really sweet. And then modern dance Marjorie takes the stage. Y'all know Marjorie. Mesmerized me, hypnotized me. I was elevated to a higher state of consciousness. All of a sudden, I wasn't nervous or scared. I felt at home here in this new land called Chances. So when she finished, Donna said, "Who's next?" And I just raised my hand and I got up there. I was like, wow. And this guy named Michael Eck, who's written for No Depression and done all these records, he was just over there. I didn't even know the guy. And he goes, "You want a little help with that song?" And I'm like, "Yeah, brother." Pulled out his guitar and played lead, just like this young man is. And all of a sudden, I'll play that song. U.S. Highway I-35, she takes 287. Man, that girl can drive, watch her go. Well, she's on the go. Route 66, I-10, I-1, I-1 to just where the girl's trip begun. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. There we go. U.S. Highway I-35, she takes 287, and the girl can drive, watch her go. She's on the go. Route 66, I-10, I-1, I-1 to just where the girl's trip begun. I wanna know. Got to know her. The girl remind me of a Wichita Falls tornado. She's like no other twister anywhere around. She's like no other girl that I've ever found. I wanna know. I've got to know her. That girl remind me of a Wichita Falls tornado. Well, y'all, let me tell you what we would do when one of these twisters like Donna come through. We go down to my granddaddy's storm shelter in Oklahoma. He had built this big cement broom underneath the ground to protect us. We only went over there on category 4s and 5s. Category 1, 2s, and 3s would be in my sister's closet. She'd read the Bible to us. Good News for Modern Man. Then she'd switch over to the Living Bible. And then she'd cross-reference it with the King James. It was boring, but I loved her so much. Kept me company, and my sister Cheryl. So we're heading down to my granddad's storm shelter because the wind was blowing and the sirens were going, and we said, we got to go to the big one. And on the way down, I said, my grandma's like, Grandma, are you carrying those candy orange slices? Not those real ones, but the ones all with sugar and stuff that get stuck in your teeth and give you cavities? And my grandmother would said, Just salt of the earth, Oklahoma one, and Winnifred. And then I said, Grandma, I started to get nervous. I said, Grandma, are those circus peanuts? Not the real ones, but those air-filled, starch-filled, yellow dye, number 3 infused, godliness of holiness marshmallows. And she said, I said, Grandma, are we going to die? And she said, no, boy, but it is a category 5. My sister was trying to get my granddad to give her the flashlight. He's like, no. And she said, but Granddaddy, I want to read about Jesus. I need the light. And she said, baby, Jesus is your light. We got to save the railback. Then my grandmother was trying to make conversation. By the way, I told all this at Chance's, by the way. My grandma was trying to make conversation, and she said, Peepaw, you remember that twister back in 56? And he said, is my sister sick? No, Peepaw, you remember that twister back in 56? He goes, oh, she's a good one. Now, men in Oklahoma talk about tornadoes like men in Texas talk about the buck that got away. Oh, he liked that one. And eventually, y'all, the all-clear siren would blow. It was a religious community, y'all, and even our warning systems had religious overtones. And we took that long walk up those musty steps to reality. My daddy went first. He was 6'4.5", and he raised that storm door from the ground up to the sky. And a gray post-tornado light just pierced our eyes, and we were squinting, me and Cheryl and Brenda. We tumbled out of there, and then my mom, Darlene, my grandparents. And I went over to my dad, who was just kind of standing there, looking out the busted-up horizon. And he was busted up on that one. And I leaned against his big, tall leg. I said, Daddy, what are we going to do? He didn't even look down at me, but he put his big hand around my little shoulder. And he said, son, there's only one thing we can do. We got to go back to our mobile homes and our black and white televisions and our strawberry Pop-Tarts, all the things we knew. He said, son, we got to pick up the pieces. She's like no other twister. She's like no other twister anywhere around. She's like no other girl that I've ever found. And I want to know, got to know her. That girl remind me of a Wichita Falls tornado. girl remind me of a Wichita Falls tornado. True story, y'all.
Hey guys, welcome to the Donna, Louise Stevens show. I mean, celebration of life. I mean, the Donna Palooza. All of the many things that we couldn't decide to call this. Welcome, all who loved her.
Come up with us, Joy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we miss you. We miss you. We're just gonna trade her.
Okay.
Now we like
Yeah.
a picture. We look like a picture.
Yeah. Thanks to all of the Stevens sisters
Mm-hmm.
who are here and who have supported us in this undertaking. Also, thanks to my good friend Annie Sweet, who made this really beautiful program.
And thank you to this beautiful establishment, the Unity Church of Austin. We're so grateful for the opportunity to be here and commune together. And just as a note, you're welcome to take pictures if you just turn your phone down, and you can share them on Facebook or Instagram as you like. We're so happy you're here. Thank you.
Donna always liked a good party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, restrooms are through that door.
Good idea.
Thanking Kathy
Use the mic.
Stevens, who's going to have a few words about her family reflections.
And I'd have a huge list of people. I'll go by fast, but one's Trevor right there.
Yay, Trevor.
And
Thank you,
Tim.
Trevor.
Trevor's putting this out over the. How many people we got on right now? About 20 people are visiting all over the world on YouTube. So, thank you, Trevor and Tim and Skylar House. She's our stage manager tonight. She's doing a great job.
Skylar.
And
Miss Skylar.
and Yasmin, who you'll see later in this program, she's in Germany right now, but she's managing the online and welcoming people and going to be including audience participation like we're going to do today. So yeah, you'll hear more about Yasmin, but amazing person. So thank you. And then Brian, where are you? Brian Janowitz, where are you? Stand up a second, Brian. This guy, yeah, this guy the day after, maybe the day after Donna passed, he was just like, I'm planning everything, and he started planning, and he's like, get in the way or get on board because we're doing this. And he and Yasmin did a beautiful job with an online celebration of life that we did a few weeks ago. And just love you, Brian. I'm glad you're here. Man, he's coming all the way from Virginia to be here. So, yeah. And definitely with Jana and Eric Bear doing a lot of help with the computer that Donna lost. It was folded up like a taco in the wreck. And, they've been financially and effortly trying to help bring all that back. A lot of what you see today is because Eric.
Wow. Thank you, Eric.
So I was digging through her stuff for the last 75 days. And if you thought Donna wasn't organized on the outside, dude, so many times I was like, Donna, just name the file. Just name it. Come on, you can do it. I'll go into all these folders like, oh my gosh, we're getting close to the good stuff, and then it'd be blank. I'm like, what are you killing me, man? So we had a lot of talks. Anyway, I think I'm forgetting somebody. I'll try to remember during the program, but you guys have been super supportive, and I just want to thank these three. Just from the get-go, we've been crying and laughing and talking for 60, 75 days now. Feel closer than ever to them. So, love y'all.
Love you.
Do the background.
Now you introduce. So Patrick, I'm going to pretend like I'm Patrick, and I'm introducing Kathy Stevens.
Patrick didn't come to the sound check.
Okay, would you like for me to introduce Kathy? Okay, Kathy Stevens, who is Donna's eldest sister, and was talked to us so many times and told stories that you may have seen, may have read in the obituary. And Kathy is going to come up and share a few more stories. Yeah. Okay.
And while she gets ready, I want to give a hand to Joy Cunningham for writing that obituary. Was that amazing?
You want to try this one? Okay.
Hello.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. So Joy asked me to tell a few of the stories of Donna growing up, and she came out a Texas tornado. When she was 2 years old, my mom came down the stairs. We had a old two-story house. My mom came down the stairs, and there was Donna, 2 years old, crawling around on the top of the upright piano. And my mom was kind of startled at that. And that's sort of, in my mind, I'm the oldest, and so she was, but my mom was busy. She had all 6 of us in 9 years, all single births. So this was another kind of child. And anyway, so I remember that, and it didn't get any more, I don't want to use the word normal, but it didn't. So the next thing that I remembered was when she was 3 years old, she was going to run away from home, and she got her tricycle, and she went and ran away on her tricycle. She didn't get too far, and she decided to come back, but she had her little stuff packed, and off she went. Anyway, always a gypsy. And then the next story I remembered was, and my sister Rita helped me fill in the blanks on this story because, memory is a faulty thing. And so, at any rate, so Donna, my mom always gave us chores to do. We were not, any of us, exempt from the chores. And so Donna, when she had to clean her room, and I think that Rita corrected me that this was a room that they shared, and so Donna, instead of cleaning her room, would tie all the doors and windows closed with ropes and whatever she could find, and then she'd go out the window and nobody could find her, and she did not do her chores, and Rita could not get in her room. So always a little bit of a showmaker, right? Always. And then the next thing I'll skip to, and we all have different memories of this story, but to me it sort of epitomizes what Donna was about. I have names for all my sisters, and I won't go through all of them, but Donna was always my gypsy sister, and she had feet that needed to move. She needed to have new adventures, always, always, always. So she went, when she was about 19, I think, she went to Mexico for a vacation. And when she got there, she lost her passport and all the papers. What's a girl to do? So what she did makes so much sense to y'all. She could have gone to the consulate. She could have gone back home. But oh no. She was in a bar, and she met some guys who are going to travel. Now, this is my memory of it, who are going to travel to Hawaii on a yacht or a big boat. And so, well, why not? Off she went. And, and they got trapped in the crosswinds. And she, because there were some unwanted advances, she locked herself in her room. And I believe she wrote each of us an epistle, big pieces of paper, and many of them telling all the stories about her entrapment there. And the Coast Guard had to come and rescue them. So they did, and then she made her way onto Hawaii, I think still on that boat. And then when she got there, she wired home in Hawaii, send clothes. And she stayed there for 2 years, and then she came back and went to school. So that's where my part of the story ends, except for I wanted to fast forward to when my mom was very sick. And Donna, you know, was a house sitter and a dog sitter, and the rest of us had sort of jobs that required a little more time and a little more structured time. So she just volunteered to come up several times to take care of my mom. And she had taken care of me before when I broke my shoulder. And she was such a good nurse and such a kind and caring person. And she had really grown past that girl who went through the windows, like, you know, with the jump ropes, and the one who went to Hawaii, although she always had itchy feet. But she took really good care of me. And so when Mom was in the hospital and we were talking, I was like, well, would Donna be responsible enough to do this? And I said, well, she was a great nurse to me, and so she came. And she and my mom fell in love again. And you can see some of the pictures. And she was always grateful for that opportunity to reconnect with Mom. And she stayed there a long time, and she was very, very good at it and very kind to her. So that's my stories about Donna.
Thank you, Kathy. So good, so good. So here's 3 minutes for y'all to turn to each other and answer this question. How do you know Donna Stevens? How'd you meet her? And some of you will go, that was my first date, you know? You don't know what it could be. So take 3 minutes and figure out as many people as you can around you. How do you know her?
Yeah, this one. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Testing. Okay. Okay. You hear it okay? It's all right? Okay.
And online on YouTube, put it in the chat. How did you meet Donna in YouTube?
No. Just trying to hear myself. Trying to calm down. Yeah, no, I'm fine. If you can stop my knees from shaking, that was really. I enjoyed this.
So let's come back to the room here and YouTube. I wonder what y'all wrote about. Have y'all ever seen this? It's an official, genuine, original Cowpetty cowbell. Isn't that cool? Donna gave me 3 of them when she gave them to me. She goes, "If you'll move out, will you move out? I'll give you these 3 cowbells." Anyway, so we're going to ring this bell in honor of Donna and also bringing y'all back. And I want to introduce Jolene. This is the first person that made me mad in life because I was just falling in love with Donna Stevens, like just as a human, like, oh, you know. And then I'm going to go live with Jolene or do some crazy stuff in Tobago. I was like, who is she? And I met her a month and a half ago after all these years. And she's a lovely, lovely person. And Jay was also roommates with Donna when they were in L.A., and they've got lots of stories. So just please welcome Jolene and Jay. Coming all the way from Los Angeles, California.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here. We appreciate it. So I took little bits of Donna, and Mark and I had some conversations about how she drove us crazy sometimes, you know. I think everybody's had that. And I put a little bit of it in there, and I think that Donna was all about love, sharing love, getting love, giving love. So I wrote a song, and Jay decided he was going to come and help me sing it.
Hey, one thing I want to say, though, these two, Donna and Jolene, would make their extra money in L.A. Donna would write the songs, and Jolene would do the music. Yeah. And they'd be on the street just getting tips and all that. So, yeah.
If you knew you were going to die tonight, would you change your plans for the rest of your life and be with us? Just stay with us. If that pain in your body went away and you gained the strength to sing and play, would you fill your love with love again? But you were taken away too soon, and we don't know how to deal with your loss, but we're happy for you in heaven above. And we're happy for you in heaven above, 'cause you're singing with all the angels above about love. You came into my life one day like a ray of light and stole my heart, then you left again and went away. You affected other friends in your life, touched their lives and broke their hearts. Don't you be with us, please stay with us. But you were taken away from us too soon, and we don't know how to feel about your loss. But we're happy for you in heaven above. Yes, we're happy for you in heaven above, 'cause you're singing with all the angels above about love, about love. And we're happy for you in heaven above, 'cause you're singing with all the angels above about love, about love. My Donna girl, my Donna Lou, my Donna girl.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's so good. Oh, thank you. Jay, thank you. Oh, so good.
Well, so Donna met Jolene at the Dramatic School of Arts, the Art School of Dramatic Arts in LA. All right, that's where they did their busking. Donna made her way to Austin, Texas. She arrived on the scene, you know, like Donna would arrive on the scene, ready to go. And I have absolutely no idea how we met. We've actually talked about that. It was somehow through theater. The first show that we did together was Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and the only memory that I have of this show was having horrible face contest with Donna in the mirror in the dressing room while everybody else was trying to seriously put on their makeup and change their costumes. And we were going like... and then having people vote on whose was the worst. So anyway, I had found a playmate, that's for sure. We would go on these really long bike rides, and you know, both of us liked to be out of doors, and she taught me this really great way to cool off in the Texas heat, which was that you stop at a mini mart, you go inside, you go to the beer cooler, and when no one's looking, you open the beer cooler, you stand inside and close the door. And then you get really cool and continue on your bike ride. So anyway, somehow we ended up fantastic friends. We ended up being roommates. And I directed her in this show called, aptly called, The Donna Show. Yes, it's all a Donna show, folks. And so while we were roommates, though, off she went to go to Tobago. While she was in Tobago, I fell in love, and then she came back. I'm not sure how long that lasted in Tobago, because that's right, the going away parties. We kept having going away parties because I don't know, she was going to go and then she didn't want to go, so we had another going away party and then she didn't go, and so finally we had a third going away party. In fact, I still have a recipe inside my cookbook that's called Donna's Going, Gone Soup. Okay, still make it. So anyway, I fell in love, and we were going to have one of the first big-ass lesbian weddings in Austin, Texas. I think the first was Karen Umminger and Sarah Strantman. And so to prepare for the gifts of performance, Donna and Addie and Braswell, and C.K. McFarland, is she here? Is C.K. here? She's zooming. CK. Okay. So anyway, they put together a medley, and this was where Donna's crazy word brilliance came in. So these are just tunes that everybody knew, of course, and she fits the words to Gretchen and me. And for some reason, the only one I remember is Gretchen, Gretchen, you so fine. Oh, that really blows my mind. Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I don't remember the others. And Gretchen and I are divorced. Anyway, it was 30 years. It was a good run. What was I talking about? Okay, so anyway, at this, at my wedding, this particular medley was the birth of something bigger, because either Addie or CK or Donna said, oh, we could start a singing group and we could call ourselves the Cow Patties. And then somebody else said, yeah, we could be sisters, all named Patty. And then somebody else said, yeah, with the same mom and different daddies. And then somebody else said, yeah, and our motto could be, and if you ain't heard us, you ain't heard shit. And that was the beginning of the Cow Patties. And we are going to sing a little song for you tonight. That was one of the adaptations that Donna did on Stand By Your Man, adapted to the Texas heat, called Stand By Your Fan. So, ladies and gentlemen, 30 years later, we have Patty Addie stepping in for... Ow! Patty Addie stepping in for Patty, Lorraine, LaWanda, Louise, Linda, Letitia, LaBelle. And bless her heart. Donna Lipman being Patty.
Standing Patty.
Standing Patty. Here we go. Stand by your fan.
Hey, y'all out there in Pattyland. I just want to take this moment to invite you out to our little old ranch. Now, there's always something cooking on the stove, so y'all come on out. You can't miss it. It's a big old sign that says Casa de Vaca de Capa.
Yeah, but make sure you bring some shorts, because it gets hot. Oh, last summer, it was so hot. We were out mending fences on the back floor. Didn't take us too long.
And we got perspired to write this next song.
Yeah, just kind of came through us.
Like sweat.
You know how cowgirls sweat.
Well, actually, that kind of glisten.
So y'all, glisten to this.
1, 2.
Hot in excess today. Oh, maximum BOEU sub meus on pitimus rolum omnes plentia right guardia dona nobis oscillating fanum.
Sometimes it's hard to live in Texas. Dang-a-lang. Sometimes it's sweat fills up a can. Dang-a-lang. Our big hair is small now. Wish it were fall now. We're patties in a frying pan. Flip us over. But since we love it, we'll forgive it. Dang-a-lang, though our pantyhose are stuck like guava jam. Dang-a-lang, we're hotter than we've ever felt. You can call us patty melt. Grill the onions, hold the poop on, add Velveeta, please. Stand by your fan and stand there. So nice to have the fan there. Feeling air is so damn rare there. Stand by your fan and show the world you love it. I'm sure you girls will understand. So stand by your fan. Blink, blink, blink. Stand by your fan. Just drop your drawers and stand there. I'd rather have my hand there, but it's too hot to even care. Stand by your fan. It's loyal like your dog is, and it won't talk back like your man. Like your man. Get on the bus, Gus. Change your own oil, Doyle. Fry your own patty, Daddy. If you think you can. Yip, 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 Jump in the lake, Jake. Why don't you chill, Bill? Go for a swim, Jim. Go eat some flan. Get your own beer, dear. Have your own sex, Rex. Let go my fan, Stan. I'd rather. We'd rather. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand by your fan. Fan by your fan stand. By your fan stand. Stand up, people. We got something to say. There's something happening in the streets. It's hot. There's heat in the streets. Stand up. Stand by your fan. In this fine nation, we've got to stand up.
this fine nation, we need some isolation. We need to chill. We need to cool down. If you can't find your peace, then shed some fleece. I'm telling you, people, this is what? Yo. Stand by your fan. Stand by your fan. Stand by your
Woo! Oh! Woo! The cow patties. Oh my gosh. Woo!
Thank you, Donna.
Oh,
Thank you, Donna.
Woo! Oh man.
Donna.
Oh man. Here's the crazy thing. Living with Donna, I'd come out of my bedroom and like she'd have some fresh carrot juice there. And it's like she was awake for 4 hours or something, and she would just tell me a song like that. She would just sing the whole thing every morning. So, gosh, she's so happy hearing that, y'all. So happy. Man, that made me happy. God, that was good. Picture that in Chicago House, like in the mid-90s. It was just magical. So right now we're going to turn to our new neighbors. You can even jump up for a little bit and go get some new ones. But here's the thoughtful one, like one word. Because we got lots of words for Donna, right? What's the one word? Contemplate it and share it with each other. See you in 2 minutes. And online, y'all do the same in the chat.
Where is the sound guy? Where is the sound guy? Oh, you know what plug-in you're doing? Well, I want to make sure that this is off, that I can unplug that. I'm going to borrow that cable we had planned. I don't know that we had planned that would be plugged in still.
I'm just going to.
That was incredible. Oh, thank you. Can I move this over just to here?
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. How do you feel about that? What's your one word?
Boisterous.
Boisterous.
Healer.
Healer? Healer. What was your one word?
Jovial.
Jovial.
Vivacious.
Vivacious.
I hyphenated it. Creative savant.
Creative savant.
Energetic spirit.
Energetic spirit. Man, that's so nice, y'all. Yes? What's that? Oh, frustrating. We got that from the audience, from a roommate. Mine is naked. She just, anytime she wanted, she just walked around naked. I have a better one, but I couldn't think of one. Jolene tells a story about how she'd be in a bathtub and Donna would just come in and get in with her. She's like, there's plenty of water. It's warm, right? And she'd come right up to me and just like this. I'm like, why are you standing there right here so close? Anyway, intimate may be a word. Well, I'd like to introduce someone who has never been frustrated with Donna Stevens, who has spent hours and days and months in the studio with her, writing songs, recording songs, being her friend, and all that. And Jimmy, we have a lot to thank you for just bringing her into the world on the recordings, man. Give it up for Jimmy George.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with you all. I'm also a card-carrying member of the Donna Stevens fan club. And Donna taught me how to be vulnerable, how to be open. And how to share that with others. She had zero inhibitions that I ever saw. And we met at, we're both visual artists, and we met at Laughing at the Sun Art Gallery back in about 93 or so. About the same time I met Kat Del Rio. And Kat and Donna were working together writing songs, or writing plays. And Donna was a playwright back then, and so she would write these incredible musicals, and she would cast me as a comic character in these plays, and it was very uncomfortable for me. You know, I can be funny when I don't mean to be, or when it's inappropriate. And she taught me how to kind of be available that way on stage, saying these lines and wearing these outfits and saying things that I would like maybe stand in the shadows and make fun of people saying otherwise. And she was an amazing cook. She was an amazing friend. And one thing that Kathy said is she really was sweet. She really knew how to care for people. And my girlfriend at the time booked me, and we ended up with a cow patty car, the truck. So we drive around town in this cow patty truck with these, you know, the steer horns, the whole 9 yards, and that was really awesome. I wish I knew where that truck was now. She's an amazing songwriter. What's that?
Out to pasture.
Yeah, probably. But, you know, I've been blessed to be surrounded by tremendously talented people in my life, many of them in this room right now. And Donna was the most talented person I ever met. This is her song called Cinderella. Her feet hurt, her kids are grown. They think of her, the seldom phone. She dyes her hair a lot these days to cover up what's turning gray. She smiles at me, I order eggs. The spider veins upon her legs. I'm standing up for way too long. I somehow think this picture's wrong. The Cinderella behind the counter, the Cinderella behind the bar. I want you to know how beautiful you are. The years go by and she lets go of dreams she's had since long ago. I wish I could give back those dreams and top them all with whipping cream. Put a cherry on the top. You take away that rag and mop, and we'll dance until we drop. Cinderella.
She gives me everything I want. The Madonna of a restaurant. Apron queen, I think you'll do for someone to take care of you. You put a cherry on the top. You take away that ragged mop. We'll dance until we drop. Cinderella. Cinderella behind the counter, Cinderella behind the bar. I want you to know how beautiful you are. Cinderella.
Jimmy George. Jimmy George. He'll be here all weekend. Oh, man.
Okay, how is everybody? You know, Donna had a lot of friends. And the thing is, she had a lot of best friends. And I feel like for a moment, raise your hand if you ever felt like you were Donna's best friend.
Joy.
What?
I was Donna's best friend.
No, don't start.
There's no doubt in my mind I was her best friend.
Don't start, Mark. No, wait just a second.
No, I was Donna's best friend. She was my bestie
No,
from
whoa,
the
whoa,
day
whoa,
we
whoa,
met.
hang on. No, she's totally my best friend. Oh, come on, wait a minute. Not only did I live with her, I was on the road with her. I win. You weren't. So here's the deal.
What?
Yeah.
Can I make a quick comment here?
Come on.
If you knew her for 5 minutes or 50 years, it was the same experience. People have been calling me for 75 days crying if they met her 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, or last weekend, or 50 years. It's the same tears. It's the same loss. It's the same beauty. It's the same best friend for everybody. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
No. It's so true. Everybody was Donna's best friend.
Street people on the street. She started a raising money for someone on the street, a musician, like just a GoFundMe. Let's just do it right now. And sending me pictures like, you want to do his music video? And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Incredible.
You know who else was Donna's best friend? Really? Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah, that was a late life love affair.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she started, raise your hand if you got a talking dog video. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Raise your hand if you got 7 talking
Yeah.
dog.
In one day. Yeah. That was in between America's Got Talent texts I was getting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We had, Donna and our big falling out. We had a lot of little ones, but the big one was when she was taken off to New Zealand, and she's like, "You'll take care of Loretta, right?" It was her cat. And I'm like, "No, it's your cat. And I got a kid. And what are you doing? 3 months, a year? What are you talking about?" And she got so mad at me. She's like, "Well, you can't use the washer and dryer then." And so I'm like, "Well, if that's okay, then you can't use this." And then she went and taped up the washer and dryer with masking tape. It was, I mean, it went on and on and on.
Never changed,
And thank God for the Landmark Forum. In the middle of the night, I walked on her door, brought her flowers, and made up with her. Anyway, dogs and cats. You want to roll it?
Yeah. Are we gonna see some talking dog things?
I'm grateful for you, grateful for you, all that you do. I'm grateful for you. You never complain, you're typically sane. I'll say it again, I'm grateful for you. Oh, how can one person be so terrifically great? And how can I tell you how much I appreciate you? Well, I'll just say, I'm grateful for you, grateful for you, all that you do. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, I can generally say that I love being a dog, a black dog, until the summers in Lakeway start. And then I am a black dog when it's 100 or more degrees. And when it's 100 or more degrees and I'm a black dog, you know what the black does? It absorbs, it goes, that's what it does to the heat. And so, however hot you feel, then I want you to multiply that by maybe 100, maybe 1,000, and then put a fur coat on top of it. Now, I don't want to hear you bitch about the summer anymore. If anybody has to look how cool I'm being with the heat. So I just think we should all chill, not bitch about the heat, you know, step over here and try on my perspective. And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about the heat. I may pant, but that is not a complaint. So I just say stop bitching, everybody, and chill out. Literally. Hey, Mom, it's Ace, and I'm just waiting patiently for your arrival back. I mean, Donna, Louise, she's okay, but there's nothing like the real mom, baby. That's what I say. She played bowling with me a little bit and showed me pictures that her friends took of the eclipse. And then she's been in the kitchen because she said she wanted to make food so that it could be in there for you. So that's what she's doing, making good use of her time with vegetables and stuff. And so she did make me a little sweet potato, which was really kind because you told her we didn't have any treats. So she thought outside the box on that one, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Texas Lovebirds.
Tra,
La,
tra,
la,
tra,
la,
tra.
la. I've been online dating and the questions that they pose go on and on and on and on, and heaven only knows. I suppose that there are those who think all that is fun. When it comes to love and questions, honey, I have only one. Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? Eternally, unconditionally, just because. Could you think that I was ever, maybe possibly forever, the best thing that ever was? Do you think that you could love me like my dog does?
Bow,
Wow,
bow,
wow,
bow,
Wow.
Bow.
Wow.
I don't want you to lick
Bow.
my feet, but you could
Bow.
rub them once in a while.
Wow.
It'd be cool if you drool
Bow.
over me,
Roll
roll
over
over and make me smile.
Bow, wow, wow, wow.
Darling, if you emulate the way my dog loves me, suffice to say you're on your way to barking up the right tree. Got a cat named Loretta and a dog named Duke.
Bow, wow.
I never felt any better, and I like the way that I look. Head full of learning and a heart that is true. Got a soul full of yearning, and I got you. I just think about the things I have and not what I ain't got. I think about the things I'll do and not the things I'll not. And when I lay my head to rest at the end of the day, I think of the reasons why I'm blessed. This is what I say. I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 lucky. I got you. Said I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 lucky. You bring out my best, my very best. Treat me like a queen, like royalty. Never would have guessed you'd be my king. Hero of my heart, the one I look up to. I sure do. You're the one for me, and I'm for you. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart. Tripping on a bunch of moonbeams, wishing on a falling star. Didn't know just how to find love. Turn around and there you are now. Sun is shining on my shoulders. Birds singing just for me. 'Cause love is in my eyes and you're the one I see. When I think of you, always do, I soften and I soothe. I do, I do, I do. You hum my mood. Together we will rise, stronger being two. Now that you love me and I love you, you got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart, sweetheart. You got the sweetest heart.
If we're ever in the doghouse, we won't take it personally.
No matter what I choose to do,
Oh, we're hopelessly in love with you.
for all of infinitude. Stop it! Sit. No, sir.
Rough,
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 rough.
rough. It'd be swell, you'd wag your tail each time that I arrive. I'll be in the pink, honey, if you think.
You're the greatest human alive. Rough, 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 rough.
If I ever need one, well,
I'll throw you a bone.
and if you have a say in it, you'll never ever sleep alone.
Do 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 do.
Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? Religiously, relentlessly, just because. Could you think that I was ever, maybe, possibly, forever the best thing that ever was? Do you think that you can love me like my dog does? Come on, sing. Do you you think that you can love me like my dog does? Big finish. Do you think that you can love me like my dog does?
Yeah. Woo! The Texas Lovebirds. Oh, so good, y'all. Say their names. Say their names.
All right, so listen, we are the Texas Lovebirds, and I'm honored to be standing in singing lead where Donna mostly sang. I was telling Tolly earlier that I didn't know the words, that the dog's name was Duke. I thought it was Boo. So I never really sang too many leads. But anyway, I just want to introduce everybody. This is Elena Michelson.
Yes.
And Elena was an original Lovebird, and we were an a cappella trio. And this handsome young man back here is Brett Ondak, and he plays everything. He plays piano, he plays guitar, he plays the bass. He composed, just an amazing guy. Now this handsome young man is my husband, Tom Perry.
Yeah.
And this tall Texan here, and he said, well, you didn't put my last name in the program. This is Talia Farrow on banjo. And on guitar is the fabulous Dan Dyer. Now, Donna and I used to start our shows out with, I would say, my name is Donna Louise. And she would look at me and say, well, my name is Donna Louise. And, you know, I come from California. I never knew any other Donnas. I come here, and there are 3 Donna Louises. It's incredible. So, where are we going?
Thank y'all. Texas Lovebirds.
So as we have seen, Donna could cook, Donna could draw, Donna could do video, Donna could write plays, Donna could write music, Donna could ride bikes, Donna could hide in a beer cooler, Donna could lock herself in a room. Donna had absolutely endless creative energy. Prolific is an understatement. And everything she touched was amazing and artistic. But about 15 years ago, she started experiencing this very strange bodily sensation. And she described it as feeling like she was being electrocuted. And it kind of became her constant companion through the years, and she referred to it as the energy. And when we were, Donna and I and the other Donna were doing Eldoa classes on Zoom for how many years? 5 years. Sometimes she would just call and she would say the energy is just too much, and we'd have to reschedule. It was all consuming. It kept her from sleeping. And really, Donna just got to a place that sometimes she thought, how can I continue to be in this body? And so the question for Donna became, how can I continue to live in this body? And with her absolutely characteristic fearlessness, she took on this question, she took on this journey, and she took these creative energies and she applied them to exploring the spiritual world. And that's Act 3 of Donna's life.
Hit play.
To you, the world of your imagination is seeming more real than what's actually present, and your body is responding in turn. So what you need to do is you need to show your body what's actually here rather than the horror movie that is causing the negative emotions of the overwhelm. You sit that body up and you look into the environment. And now you really land and you say, what is actually here. What can I actually see? And then you let the body really land here and you see. You might even name it out loud. Ah, calla lilies in the yard, budding flowers, blue sky, verdant green of that tree, stones. And then you do the same thing with the way that you're listening. You listen to what's really here. You listen to something besides this. You see something besides this. Sound of cars. There's a lot of silence. The sound of this voice. The birds. And you keep letting the body see the actual world, what's actually happening, what's actually happening. And the body will take a deep breath because you're showing it what's actually here as opposed to what's not. That's how you do it. Wash, rinse, repeat.
Thank you.
I learned a lot from her. And this is Act 3, where the rebel finds peace. And just to go back a little ways, Donna and I met at a wedding 25 years ago. And I saw this creature. I'd never seen anything like it before. She was wearing a flouncy skirt and cowboy boots. And I'm from LA. No way do you wear a skirt or a dress with cowboy boots. And she just intrigued me. And of course, when we met, we realized we had the same name, Donna Louise. And we were fast friends from there. And yes, she had lots of going away parties at our house too. She would come and go, but she was always a constant in my life. One of the first things that we did together creatively was to try and write, I say try, never got written, a musical with Bethlyn Gerard, who's here today, and Kira Small, who I believe is in Nashville, and the two of us, the two Donna Louises. Well, we had so much fun just sitting around the kitchen table drinking wine. And we never got Bathing Beauties completed, but we sure had a good time. Donna and I did so many trainings together. She did landmark education. Not enough. That's great. She did landmark education. She did something called Challenge Day, which is for teens, and it's about bullying, and it's a fabulous organization. And she actually became a leader in that. And Bethlyn and I were there with her with the very first training that we did with Challenge Days, and it was challenging. Bethlyn had a lot more gumption than I did. She got up in front of everybody, and as did Donna. What else did she do? Oh, well, she did Debbie Ford work to become a life coach. And it was a year-long training. And this sort of upset me a little bit. She dropped out a few weeks before the end of the year because it just didn't suit her anymore. I went on to get certified, but she went on to other things. With Debbie's work, it was the dark side of humanity, really looking deeply into the shadow. And it was a tough year, but we used that work together often. It's just all part of the spiritual journey. Music was part of the spiritual journey. Writing, poetry, all of it was part of her spiritual journey. We didn't think that we could even sing together because I was a little bit jazz and she was a whole lot country, but we made it work. And she made it work with friends. And so, she went on to to create the lovebirds, and it burst our bubble during COVID, unfortunately, and we weren't able really to get it back together. But from there, Donna turned inward. And it's funny, speaking of the energy, yesterday, was it yesterday? We were going to have rehearsal at CK's house with Addie and Joy. We're trying to put together, we put together the Cow Patties song, Stand By Your Fan. And I all of a sudden had this reaction, and my face was turning red, my neck, even my knuckles, everything was red and itchy. And I said to Joy, yeah, I think Donna's energy is getting to me. I think I was just nervous about singing that song. But anyway, she has done so much work. She did the trust technique with Elena. She did open focus, was really the basis of the work that she was doing towards the end. And she did something called self-inquiry dyads, and she loved that. She worked with a woman named Jeannie Zandy, just the sweetest, just the most loving, calm person. Of course, she did Eldoas, and she did this one thing called the Headless Way. Now, that one scared me. I had no idea what that was, but basically, it led her to her essential nature. And, from there, she just began to create her own work with all of these groups, including the shadow work that she didn't like so many years ago. But she used that, incorporated that, and most importantly was the Course in Miracles. And she studied that every day. And so, she put together, and I encourage everybody to go and watch these videos. She put together over 100. I don't know when she did that, how she found the time to do that, but she did. And they're all short, kind of like the one that you saw, and the topics vary. She looked at what causes negative emotions, or lonely, do this. The need to be right destroys your peace. So many, many good pieces of wisdom. And watching and absorbing those videos lately, it gives me peace. And a knowing that she will always be with me. She's just left a treasure trove, and she will always be with all of us. Uh-oh, had a mic.
I wore out the batteries on this one. Another thing, just raise your hand if Donna didn't mention something that Donna drug you into. Like, she started at the Unity Church South. That's how she took me to church there. She took me to 12-step programs. Everything. It's just crazy how much she absorbed. Yeah. And but yeah, she's going back there with Tim and Barbara Cook. What's that?
Electric bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
dog sitting. She got
dog
me a job
sitting.
Dog
yeah.
sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was beautiful. And Trevor, let's roll this next. You ready? Let's roll this next video.
Love Made You, a poem by Donna Louise Stevens. Love made you to keep the creation of me company. What a smart thing that was. Love made you to listen when silence pretends to take the shape of pain, of problem, of heartache, of something that just needs to be heard and seen and felt. Oh, I'm so glad love made you. Love made you to be a sounding board for when stories of forgetfulness need to rest in gentle remembering. I'm so glad love made you. Love made you for when the body feels like it's being squeezed out of existence, to remind me to relax and to trust that all is well. I'm so glad love made you. Love made you to keep the creation of me company. Oh, what a smart thing that was.
Donna Lou's life was about love. Her pursuit of love at any cost, time, money, whatever. She was ruthless in looking for it. So to me, her life was a love story. However, in the last 10 or 12 years, as we mentioned, she had this energy in her body that was just ruthless. It just 24 hours a day, she was in pain. And she suffered greatly in this lifetime, earlier in her life and in this last 10 or 12 years. So she suffered greatly. However, she did not suffer fools, nor did she suffer cruelty to animals. She also did not suffer abuse of children. She did not suffer environmental waste. She didn't suffer bad art. She didn't suffer tasteless or bad food. She did not suffer unhealthy environments. She did not suffer ecological abuse. She didn't suffer sloppy or unpeaceful homes. She didn't suffer lack of decency or social injustice. She also didn't suffer bad music. Donna was perfectly imperfect, as most of us are. To me, she made a tremendous contribution to humanity and to our humanity. Thank you, Donna. On that fateful day, she was with another bestie of hers, Cynthia. And you couldn't have planned it if it was a Hollywood movie, the way it all came together and the outcome and all. So Cynthia's sister, Rebecca, would like to come up and share a little bit about their relationship.
Welcome. Thank you, Patrick. Come here, you. That was beautiful. Rebecca DeLuce. Right here. Here's one for you, sweetie. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. You look good.
I forgot to grab a Kleenex, but I'm sure somebody will rescue me.
There we go.
I need to.
Here we go. Kleenex.
Thanks, Patrick.
I'm right here, Rebecca.
So I come to you as Cynthia's oldest and admittedly shortest sister, charged with saying a few words about the deep friendship Cynthia and Donna Lou shared since the early 90s and on through their death and transition to the next phase of their soul development. There's a saying I've heard in recent years that people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Donna Lou and my sister Cynthia were definitely friends for a lifetime. I arrived on the Austin scene in 2000, and through the years got to experience their friendship from the viewpoint of Cynthia's oldest sister. And it was a colorful, deep, and many nuanced friendship that I recognized right away as a friendship for life, no matter what stage of it they were in. Occasionally, as they learned their individual lessons on love and boundaries, and had the other experiences you get to have as two imperfect people who love each other and who have rough edges against whom you rub up against, rounding off your own sharp edges in the process. I would get to hear about a falling out they had had. And I would listen, as a sister and a good friend would, no judgments, because there are always at least two sides, knowing that no matter how upsetting the situation was, no matter what the misunderstandings were, it would be only a matter of time before they were back to being the besties they were and would remain. It sounds like there's a lot of common experience here with that. These are the kind of friendships that we are lucky to have. Friendships where we can reveal who we really are, what we really think and feel, becoming more and more certain through the years of the solidity, the dependability of that friendship, the faith that that person would stick with us through thick and thin. And this is the kind of friendship that Cynthia and Donna Lou shared. After that fatal accident, we were all searching for some understanding of what happened and why it happened and how could it have happened. I know I found much comfort in the fact that they had shared a totally uplifting experience at the retreat from which they were returning home. I was told that Donna Lou had felt difficulty during the weekend keeping her spirit tethered in her body. On several occasions during the retreat, she had asked a shaman friend of Cynthia's who was there to help her get her spirit back into her body, which this person did. This was very interesting to me in retrospect. I know they must both have been in very elevated states of mind on the drive back, and I feel sure they were sharing their visions, insights, and lessons learned, surrounded by the light of their shared experience. What a joy. And, like many of you, I'm sure, I was thrilled to know that if they were going to go out, make that sudden leap between worlds, the fact that they got to go out together makes me very happy. In fact, it was shared with me by a mutual friend that Cynthia and Donna Lou had a soul contract. I felt like I knew what that meant, but I looked it up for a bit more clarification. I read, a soul contract is a spiritual belief that a soul makes agreements with another soul before being born to have certain experiences, lessons, and relationships which help with growth and development. That certainly was true for those two. I think going out together was one of those agreements. I can see them holding hands, entering through those pearly gates, looking around with all their senses attuned, ready for their next adventure. I only hope that heaven was ready for them.
Thank you. Oh. So Cynthia,
I'm going to put a little cherry on top of this.
Yes. I got another cherry.
Okay, if you can even imagine. Rebecca gave me the name of someone who was at this retreat with the two of them. And because I am an old person, I cannot remember her name at this point. But I had a lovely conversation with her. Yeah. She was the last person to see Cynthia.
Emily.
Yes, okay. Anyway, she told this amazing story. Cynthia, of course, was a scientist and wanted to understand the energy, right? She wanted to help the energy. She wanted to treat the energy, wanted to heal the energy. And I think that that Cynthia was frustrated. Okay. And Donna wanted to be seen. She wanted Cynthia to see her more than maybe anybody. And at this retreat, Donna had been frustrated that she didn't feel like Cynthia had seen her. Well, Emily did this physical healing thing on her. She touched her, and the way that she works is that she feels in her body what the other person is feeling in theirs. And so Emily felt this thing in her body that Donna had been feeling.
Oh, really?
And she told Cynthia, and this happened at lunch, right? This is the last lunch that they had, right, in Blanco or something. Right. And Cynthia somehow got it. Cynthia got it. And Donna saw Cynthia got it. And that was just incredible.
Beautiful. Thank you. Cynthia Shada was an amazing person,
Yes.
a healer. I call her a healer. She healed me many times over the years. So yeah, and there's services coming up for her soon. And if you haven't met Cynthia, you'll meet her in one of the last pictures in the film that's coming up in a couple minutes. And it's just a beautiful shot of those two. I call them Thelma and Louise now, because it just seems like, they were that close. Let's do this, So, in the spiritual life, my personal, it's as much about letting go as it is about accumulating knowledge and accumulating these connections. The things I carry seem to be the things that weigh me down. So we're offering a burning bowl at the end of the service. Patrick, did you get the bowl? You got it? Okay. We don't have burning bowls laying around everywhere. I just want to make sure you got it. Anyway, Patrick's going to be outside where it's safe, and you can take any of these pieces of paper. Now, the pens, those are Donna's markers that were in her 2 suitcases that Patrick went through. So y'all take some of those markers as mementos, but you can write the thing you may want to let go of with Donna, or the thing that it could be a little prayer that you want to give her. And on the way out, you can offer that prayer or let that go, because 100%, I'm not worried about Donna. I'm worried about me without Donna. And so this is my act, and please participate if you like, and or if you get home, you can always let this go. Let it go. I know Donna would want anything you ever thought that you had with her. She'd want you to just go, it's okay, baby. She'd call you honey or baby right now and say, let it go, baby. So, thank you. Kathy, I'm going to welcome Kathy back to the stage for a couple of poems. And then we're going to watch a film. It's really cool and short, and I think you'll like it.
Is this good? Thank you. I'm going to read a poem first by Mary Oliver that reminds me of Donna. And Mary Oliver is one of my favorite poets. And it's called I Looked Up. I looked up, and there it was, among the green branches of the pitch pines. Thick bird, a ruffle of fire trailing over the shoulders and down the back. Color of copper, iron, bronze, lighting up the dark branches of the pine. What misery to be afraid of death. What wretchedness to believe only in what you can see or in what can be proven. When I made a little sound, it looked at me, and then it looked past me, and then it rose, the wings enormous and opulent, and, as I said, wreathed in fire. And next I'd like to read to you a prayer that I love. I think it's fitting, and it's a prayer I want read when I die. So, at any rate, here it is. O Lord, support us all the day long, till the shadows lengthen and the evening comes, and the busy world is hushed, and the fever of life is over, and our work is done. Then in thy mercy, grant us a safe lodging and a holy rest and peace at the last. Amen.
Thank you, Kathy. So beautiful. I'll read it if you invite me to your funeral. Put me on the list so Rita will know. So we're coming up to our close, getting there. And with Donna, though, there was a lot of encores. So, she like encore, that would be a good one word for her. That would be it. That's my new word, naked encore. I want to introduce somebody. It's been this incredible experience for 75 days for people I don't know to call me and just be crying on the phone. And me crying with them, people I'd never met. And shortly after this happened, I connected with this woman, Yasmin Cocono, and she's hosting the YouTube right now, so we can say hi, Yasmin. And I talked to her, and sweetest, most humble. She's mad at me right now, by the way, but she's so sweet and humble. She saw a pre-show Mark. She met in pre-show Mark, so yeah, she took a step back. But I just love this woman, and I think she loves me. I mean, it's just so, we both love Donna so much. And I called her, and she's like, how long do you know Donna? And I told her, and she said, I talked to Donna every day the last 3 years. And she lived in, where was it, Brian? Where was she living? She was in Taiwan during most of this. She just moved back to Germany, and she's from Turkey. I don't know how many languages she knows, but she knows the language of love. It's an amazing human. And she said she would call Donna her spiritual mama, and Donna would call her spiritual daughter. And so it was this crazy across the world connection, and we started talking every day and sharing things. And she had an idea for a film, and she sent me a little draft of it, like, this is what I'm thinking. And Donna, a year ago, I'd gone over to dinner at her house, or where she was pet sitting, and we're eating all their stuff, And that was in one way she survived. And so after dinner, she goes, I want you to hear this song. And she played this song on her phone. And I was like, that's you. That's your song. And I listened to it like 5 or 10 times on the way home. I called her. I was like, it sounds like you singing. And she goes, I know, it's crazy. And so when she passed and I met Yasmin, and Yasmin had this vision for this film. And I just said, well, I'll be glad to help on it if you want, or I've got this song to offer. Anyway, I'm in the video business, and I know I'm breaking copyright laws, and ASCAP and BMI want their money, and Jimmy George wants his money, So I want to make sure everyone gets their money. And I did the unthinkable. I wrote this artist. I just found her on the internet, and I wrote her, and I told her about Donna. And I showed this film to her and said, I know I've already broken federal copyright laws right now, but may I have permission? And she wrote back the next day. So gracious. So there was all these little miracles like Yasmin and this woman, Meg, who wrote this song and sings it like an angel, blessing all of us, throughout this. So it's just quite an extraordinary experience. Yasmin and I both didn't feel like we did the film. We felt like some spiritual thing just went through us. I hope you enjoy it. But first, I'd like to introduce you to Yasmin Coconut.
Hi. So this is going to be something like my last words to Donna. Like a thank you message. When we first met, I was at a stage of my life where I was questioning everything. I was asking, what is the meaning of life? What does it mean to be me? What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to do anything here? Why is everyone suffering? So I was trying to get these answers through intellectualizing it. But then one day you took me by the hand and then you showed me. You showed
All right. Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm going to, Yasmin, if you can find a copy of it and put it in the directory, that'd be great. She's one of those people of many talents. If not, I'll find it in a second. And yeah. I have it on. Jared, where's Jared? Jared, can you grab, I think it's my computer playing the slideshow in there. Can you grab that? And I don't think I need anything with it, even the power. So, isn't she something though? Isn't she just like, yeah. And so we just share a ton of stories about what
love,
what we're learning, what I learned from Donna for 35 years, and she's like, this is what I learned from her last week, And
Hi. So this is going to be.
Yeah, it looks like the full thing. Okay, about where you were.
Within 6 months.
Yeah. Can I get the lights over here again?
This whole happening.
Thank you all for your patience.
And from that day on, where you showed me, my life changed completely. Within 6 months, I changed my whole career into studying what you showed me. But most importantly, there was a shift in my inner voice. I noticed that your voice, your gentle voice, the voice that you always spoke to me with, took over my judgmental inner chatter. Whenever there is a doubt now, whenever there's hatred now towards this imaginary self, your voice comes up, and then you tell me that I'm innocent. And that's beautiful. I think for the first couple of months, for the first month actually, I didn't realize that you were gone because your voice was so engraved into my mind. And also, I guess it helped the fact that we both knew. Well, I knew it because you showed me, but we both knew that there is no separation between you and I. So now I see you in everywhere I go. I see you in the eyes of the children, because I find innocence there. And then I find it in dogs. And then I find it in a really nice sunset. So thank you. Thank you for being. Thank you for defining what love is to me. Just thank you for being. I love you.
It isn't how I pictured it, but nothing really is. It isn't how I pictured it, but nothing really is. Midlife, what a strange, strange time. You build it up and you tear it all down.
Most of my life, I've only paid attention to things that come and go, and relied on things that come and go for a sense of well-being. But what I noticed is that the relying on something that comes and goes, be it money, relationships, job, hobbies, people, pets, they all pass. And when I have given my well-being and made it dependent on those things, the result was never what was wanted. It was not until the invisible became visible
Well, you're pretty good shape, baby. But I gotta go my hair.
Your hair's looking pretty good.
Thank you, darling.
Looks pretty good, Mama.
Thank you, darling.
I love you so much.
We really aren't here very long. If we're lucky, we wake up to all the wonder, all the beauty, what living is about. It's all we're not separate, then we're free. All the wonder, all the beauty, all the wonder, all the beauty, all the wonder, all the beauty, all the wonder, all the beauty. It isn't how I pictured it when I thought I was me. Now I go down to the forest and I hold the oldest trees. Something more came here for. Something more we came here for. All the wonder, all the beauty, 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 all the wonder, all the beauty. It isn't how I pictured it, but nothing really is.
That buddy just makes everything better. That's the puppy medicine. That's the doggy medicine. Makes everything better. Who's a little baby? She's a little baby. I'm a little baby girl.
The reason I love that so much is I can show that to people who didn't know Donna and go, that's who I lost. Like it just came out of my gut and my chest, and Yasmin's too. And Yasmin, I love you. I love you for just jumping in and doing that together and leading the way. Thank you.
So we're going to end this with Donna's hit song, which she got 18 million hits on YouTube.
And counting.
And counting. Older ladies. And we're going to get a live rendition of it brought to us by the Texas Lovebirds. And we invite everybody to sing.
So we're gonna do a countdown on this just to see how fun we could make this.
Yeah.
So.
And dance.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cue you
and
first.
everybody join in. You
And
know this song.
We're gonna play the audio and video for a second, and then we're gonna let. Okay. So, unfortunately, the lovebirds did not get to practice this particular part. We're going to see how good they are. So, I thought it'd be cool if they sang along to the music video. Yeah, see that? See, they act all sweet until they got to work. Anyway, you don't have to go exactly, but I thought it'd be cool if we just start the video for 5 seconds and y'all just see if you can pick it up. With the sound? Yeah. Okay. And then we'll turn the sound of the video off and y'all finish it up. And it doesn't matter if it matches perfectly, but we'll see if y'all got rhythm, Tom. Okay, y'all ready? Oh, and by the way, y'all, I got to say one quick thing about this. The older ladies piece, it gets, it's this funny thing and every deal, but I'm the most proud of her for that out of everything, I think, because she reached into a society that discards people over 30. It's getting younger, over 20 now, maybe. And she reached out and created an anthem for those of us that, I don't know, just this anthem for women everywhere and others that said it's not over, and I've valued, and I have value, and I just love, love, love that 18 million people know they got value. And I loved it at the shows, and people would come up. So if you ever came up at a show, now's a good time. Just come on up on stage. Yeah. Okay. 14 years ago, roughly, isn't it? And I'm just wondering, 14 is like 2000. Donna's Joy's gonna argue with me on this. But come on up, seriously, come on up. It'll be fun. And Trevor, if you can crank it up a little bit at the beginning so they can really get it, and then y'all just kind of fall in when you feel like it, and then we'll turn the sound down either way. Have some fun, y'all.
Not a beauty queen, and my eyes are bagging, and skin sagging, and that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. Well, I ain't 20 neither, and I don't care neither, my hair is gray, and I like it that way, and that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. If you don't think I rock, well, we ain't gonna roll. If you don't think I hung the moon, my hot just turned to cold. If you want a younger model, I wish you a sweet pea. Cause if you can't see what it is you have, you ain't getting me. So then they can feed and my sell you good, jiggle and wiggle, and if that's the reason that you don't love me, then you don't love me, then baby that's not love. Lipo suck, it's a little pooch here until hoochie coochie, and if that's the reason that you don't love me, then
there we go. Come on, y'all. Woo!
Want a younger model, I wish you
well, sweet pea.
Cause if you can't see what it is you have, you ain't having me.
That's good. Here we go.
Older ladies, older ladies, older ladies, are divine. That you don't love me,
and that's not love.
I got a little dress dripping from my chest, her hair down all the way to my nest, and that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. Well, we ain't gonna roll. If you don't think I hung my heart just turned to cold. If you want a younger model, I wish you well, sweet pea. Cause if you can't see what it is you got, you ain't getting me.
Here we go, everybody. Older ladies, older ladies,
older ladies,
are divine.
Older ladies, older ladies, older ladies. What are we, everyone?
Oh my gosh, thank you. So if you like that, wow. If you like that, remember tomorrow night at Leanne Afterton's, all the stuff is in the obit. Come out and just relax. We're gonna have a whole bunch more musicians singing and playing. Bring a dish to share. Patrick's worked really hard on this, so y'all come out tomorrow. It'll be good to see you. Love you. Good night.
Help yourself to Donna Lou's jewelry that's out here in the vestibule. The first couple of times I heard that song, well, it was fun. And then I dug a little deeper. It is a sociological masterpiece, in my opinion, that everyone would do well to look into, so to speak.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you all so much. Good night.